makes you feel better, sharing how you're feeling with somebody else, helps that whatever's going on for you. I always talk about your mental health.
When we internalise stuff, it stays with us instead of sharing it and it becoming something that's okay to talk about.
The issue always seems much greater if you keep it to yourself. You overthink, you catastrophise, sharing it with somebody else breaks down that barrier.
It also makes you feel normal, because when you share it and other people share their experience, you don't feel so bad because you're alongside other people as well. And that takes away the stigma and the shame from it, that.
And there's nothing better than saying to somebody how you're feeling and them turning around and saying, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Just for somebody to say, I understand, is huge for people. The community link workers are in every GP practice in Inverclyde. If this is something that you're struggling with, contact your GP practice, get our number, and give us a wee call, and that we can help set you up. We can set you off in the right direction. We can build that. We can give you somebody to talk to, as Brenda said. So yeah, don't hesitate to do that. There is help available. It's just find that help. That's what we need.
Inverclyde is so well resourced when it comes to mental health, and there's so many facilities that provide that support that can make that long-term difference. So really, it's that first step, Patricia. Reach out to the best person you feel to take you to that point.
For ourselves as referrers, as social prescribers, we look to the community to see what's available for people's mental health. And we refer appropriately onto those mental health, whether it be services, whether it be groups, whether it be peer support, anything like that is available. And it doesn't have to be mental health service or mental health group. It can be going to a chatty cafe for a coffee. It can be connecting with people in general. It doesn't have to necessarily be mental health services or groups that you're going along to. For us, it's a person-centred approach, and it's about people coming to us and saying, this is what, us asking people, so what do you enjoy doing? What gets you up in the morning? What's your passions? What gets you out the door? And we act on that as well. We find what's available in the community. And it's good for people's mental health, no matter what they're doing, as long as they are enjoying what they're doing.
It's that first step of someone recognising that their mental health is suffering and they're not as well as they should or want to be. And sometimes they're a long way away from maybe group sessions, maybe talking to people they don't know. And it's an opportunity to build a relationship and actually just let someone know that someone is there to listen and actually be available when they kind of need it. And I find that builds up the confidence for them to go on and build up their relationships with others and groups and open themselves up to more. Because I know myself, when I'm struggling with my mental health, the last thing I want to do is go and sit in a group session with other people. So sometimes it's small steps just make big differences in the longer term. Talk to people, surround yourself with people who know you. Even if you don't want to talk about your mental health, just be around people who actually accept you for just who you are, with no explanation. I know that's what always helps me. A lot of people seem to think that there's shame in mental health and that they're the only people who are actually affected by it and suffering by it. And it's not that. It's actually recognising that everyone has mental health. And no matter who you're speaking to, is it 1 in 4 people have serious mental health issues? And it's just about recognising, remembering that, because you're not below them. You sit alongside a lot of other people, and it is that reaching out and making that first step.
And sometimes it's not about actually leaving your house. It's not going over your door. Your mental health can be getting up in the morning. If you getting up, getting in a shower, that can be a help for your mental health as well. If you're not used to getting up and doing that every morning, getting up and a wee bit of self-care, it will make you feel better. Give yourself a break and do a step at a time. If getting up and getting in a shower is all that you are able to do that day, then well done to you for getting out of your bed and doing it. You know, so please don't think that there's any pressure behind you to get out into the community. As Brenda said, it can start just by building that trust with one person, you know, or doing things that make you motivated in the morning, you know, which we can all find really difficult at times.
I think, especially with COVID, the loss of connection has had a major impact on people's mental health, and that's across the board, and that even includes us. That lack of routine, that lack of stability, what's happening, what's going to happen next, where do we go from here? So we're all trying to rebuild a new future and look at, well, how is it going to look? And it is constantly about reassurance, because people are so resilient and they deal with so much on a regular basis. And we cover so much help in so many areas, and mental health is just one part of that.